AI is fundamentally reshaping our enterprise operations across industries, with 84% of business leaders believing AI will be critical to their organizational success within the next 3 years. Our longer term strategic goal is to transform NetCloud platform, which manages today millions of endpoint devices, into an AI native platform that enables network operations to operate networks to operate autonomously and optimize themselves in real time. This transformation will bring significant benefits to our customers, including operational efficiency, quality of experience, network uptime, and then most importantly, real-time insights that allows proactive and predictive autonomous operations. Our own AI journey has been rapidly evolving, and at the highest level, we can break it down into three main phases. The phase one, which is predictive AI, it allowed for powerful insights. Our phase two, which was around generative AI, was all about user engagement. And the third phase that we are in, which is on agentic AI, is a driving force for automation of complex tasks. So insights, engagement, and automation, these are the three ways we look into predictive, generative, and agentic AI respectively. So our phase one AI ops journey was primarily focused on providing insights to our SD-WAN and SASE customers. And that was a focus of our AI journey until 2023. And then last year was a significant shift for us because we introduced Anna, which is our virtual assistant platform on NCM, NetCloud Manager. We made it LLM enabled. And that brought some significant shift for us because Anna can now read, understand, and infer to generate new content. It allowed for a much more powerful end user experience that is both smart as well as personalized. Additionally, Anna's intelligent responses are based on that data which is gathered from both the technical documentation as well as NetCloud. And this allowed for questions to be directly responded to with concise summaries based on information gathered from these multiple sources. Now, shifting to today, of course, LLMs can think, they can reason, they can respond, but they cannot execute complex tasks. So early this year, we started our journey into the Agentic AI framework. And the goal for this agentic AI framework is to enable automation and efficiencies in managing complex networks, improving scalability and operations. With the powerful force of agentic AI, Anna transforms from a powerful assistant to a strategic partner. Not only can users provide high-level intent, Anna then will have the full organizational hierarchy as well as knowledge graphs to plan, execute, and decide autonomously. In terms of barriers to AI adoption, I can think of two key issues. One is internal and one is external. On the internal side, from a vendor side, the biggest focus for us is data strategy. As you can imagine, a very strong data strategy is foundation to a successful AI implementation. Without access to high quality data and timely data, AI models cannot deliver the reliable insights that we expect out of them. And in our case, our data is sometimes sitting in microservice silos. So there is work internally going on to make sure data from various places is accessible to AI engine, both for training and inferencing purposes. One other problem domain which is unique to us is that because our customers are on 5G links, we also need to be careful about how much data that we transmit. Of course, the telco plans have been changing where not every type of cellular link necessarily these days is data usage based. But because as a market leader, we serve a very wide array of our customer base, we have to be smart about how much data to transmit on the WAN link. So we are putting extra focus on looking at processing that can be done on the device versus processing that needs to be done on the cloud, so that we can be more efficient on the WAN link data transmission. Talking about the customer facing issues, I think the biggest focus needs to be on trust in AI that drives adoption. At our end, we are launching explainable AI later this year. So because we do expect that for the next 12 months in the foreseeable future, there will always be a human in the loop for any task that requires a network level change. And that will continue until confidence and trust is established. And the way to build trust is to basically have more transparency on what the AI is doing in the backend. So later this year, we are releasing two features. One is Logic Lens and the other one is Mind Map. And the two features in Anna basically expose to the administrator what Anna is doing in the background and steps it is taking to accomplish a query. Understanding how AI is working in the backend and how it is arriving at its conclusion. I think as there is more exposure to that to the customer, that is going to build trust over time. Our core differentiation lies that we are the best-in-class wireless WAN platform. When you talk to customers or partners, one very, very common, and very satisfying feedback is that Cradlepoint just works. We deploy Cradlepoint because nobody does cellular better than us. So at our end, our definition of wireless WAN is, of course, expanding beyond cellular. We are beginning to integrate technologies like satellite and Starlink into our portfolio as well. And because cellular has a lot of unique challenges in both getting optimal signal coverage and then maximizing the performance of the network and of course the user experience, there's a lot of capability that can be built by leveraging AI. A good example for us is link bonding is something we launched earlier this year. It allows multiple links to basically be presented as a common link with different types of algorithms on how traffic can be load balanced. And one of the ways we look at AI is simplifying the policy generation process for these bonded links. If you look at from a user experience level, depending upon whether it's uplink or downlink, and as you know, in the cellular environments, the link bandwidths are not symmetrical. Depending on the type of traffic, is it a single large elephant flow or is it a TCP or a UDP application? We can basically leverage AI to automatically use the right behavior on how the traffic distribution of the bonded link should perform to make it simple for the user. The other element for us in the way the policies are constructed is that we don't just limit to user experience. We are servicing not only the network operator but also the business administrator. So putting into capabilities such as the service plan, data pooling, link costing, are also things we do today, but we can automate all of that data in the AI use case as well. Just one thing to keep in mind is when we think about who the consumer of AI is, it's not just the customer, which is either a NetCloud administrator or a business administrator, but it is also a managed service provider partner. And we got some very interesting feedback from our MSPs, recently, which is that they want to stay relevant in the road to AI. So what are the features and capabilities that we can drive, which are partner specific, that allows them in turn to service their customers in a more meaningful way? That's another area, of focus for us. One example that came out was, can we actually look at the new security patch releases which are coming in, and then based on that automatically generate a trouble ticket that then goes to the partner to go and then, exercise something with customer in the loop in this scenario to complete the task. So again, I think there are a lot of not only complex but also low-hanging opportunities here in the AI domain that allows everybody in the value delivery chain to serve their purpose while providing differentiated value to our customers. On the roadmap front, we are evolving our AI journey to also broaden into more use cases. When we initially launched AI Ops back in 2020s, much of the focus was on SD-WAN and SASE. This year, we have broadened the AI Ops functionality to also address a broader set of deployments, which includes non-SD-WAN, wireless WAN deployments, as well as now broadening the public 5G solutions into now the private 5G use cases as well. One interesting exercise we did last year was we looked into all of our support tickets to understand what was the nature of the calls that were coming to our support team. And we discovered some very interesting facts that 75% of support calls were actually not problem areas, but more questions on how to. With the introduction of Anna, which is now leveraging both our tech docs, some support docs, as well as the NCM data, we are able to reduce the number of queries coming to support cases quite significantly. And then the second part about the troubleshooting, we are basically launching our troubleshooting orchestrator agent as part of our Agentic framework later this year. And the problem that was given to the troubleshooting agent was input of the top 10 support use cases, and the agent then has the workflows for each of the issues and the resolution for that. And the goal for Anna would be to either resolve the issue to a complete resolution Of course, if it requires human action, we will always expect to have human in the loop. Or alternately, if Anna cannot recommend a resolution, then directly open a trouble ticket to our support case. And not only do we open the support ticket, but we also intend to pass on the logs and the various data sets so that the whole opening the case part is very, very streamlined. One of the things, the way to look at the troubleshooting agent for Anna is that we want Anna to be able to identify the anomalies before they occur. And once it is observed, it takes the necessary steps to either launch a trouble ticket or have the remediation steps in action. The Agentic framework, which has got the troubleshooting agent, is our first foray later this year. But then in 26 and 27, we plan to expand from day 2 to now day 0 and day 1 operations as well.